song, Have You Ever Seen the Rain by CCR. And let me tell you, I will be seeing the rain for the next 6 months of the year because I live in Vancouver and it rains quite a lot here on the West Coast. But you get used to it after a while. So I've been teaching this song to a lot of my students and I thought I would make a little video so you guys can play along at home. There's a couple cool little riffs which are fairly easy and fun. There's only 2 verses, so this is a good song to memorize if you want to have that song in your back pocket that you can play at a party or a campfire or something, and everyone's always saying, oh, you play guitar, play me a song, and you can never remember the words and the chords. I think this is one of the ones you could memorize and have it ready to go. Plus, everybody knows the words. There's also a couple cool little things we can do with the strumming and some like little bass walk down thing we're gonna learn. So yeah, let's dive in. First thing we need to know is the chords. We need C chord. I want you to use stretchy C for this one because of the chord we're going to after, which I'll explain later. So stretchy C, you can also do with the pinky and the ring finger like that. That's my go-to stretchy C because I want to strum all 6 strings. I don't want to have to start on the 5th string and try to skip over that one. I like to rock out, as you can see on my poor guitar. It has been rocked out on. After that, we're going to use G chord. You could use pinky G if you want because it's so close to that stretchy C chord shape. It's a really nice little transition going from stretchy C to pinky G. You'll also see me using G with the 2 fingers down here, the pinky and the ring finger. That's another great G chord. I love the sound of that. It's nice and full, but either one is going to sound great on this song. You also will need a minor chord. And the dreaded F chord. I try to save my students from the F chord as long as I can, but it is inevitable. You have to learn it. You just gotta do it. That's what someone told me when I was a kid. I was at summer camp and I almost quit guitar from the B minor chord. It was so hard and I hated it. And there was this counselor and she played B minor. I was like, how do you do that? She's like, you just have to do it. It's hard and it sucks, but you just gotta do it. I'm like, well, if she can do it, I can do it. So look at me now. You just got to do the F chord. It's going to be hard, but you're going to get it. I promise you, you're going to get it. It's going to sound great and you won't even think about it. So F chord. Let's start with a couple options of F chords. There's level 1 F chord where you do have to bar 2 strings with 1 finger. So the bottom 2 strings here, the B and the E string, you got to push both of those strings with 1 finger. And then we're going to build up a little staircase with these fingers. And then you'll only strum the strings that you're pressing. So the bottom 4 strings. That's an F chord. It's a bit painful. You can see that I'm really pushing with my thumb in the back of the neck. And my fingers are, they're working hard. It's not an easy chord, especially for beginners. If you want the next level of F chord, you can move the ring finger up and then tuck the pinky right below. Now I have 1 more string that I can strum. You could leave your thumb in the back of the neck like that, but what I tend to do is my thumb kind of comes over and it actually mutes the E string, and therefore, once again, I can rock all 6 strings. And this string is not going to make any weird sound. I'm just touching it so lightly with my thumb here that it will, even if I strum it, it won't vibrate. So that's my go-to F. You can also do the full bar chord F if that's what you want to do, where you get this low F note on the E string. So this is a full bar chord. Your first finger is barring all 6 strings. I can make a whole video talking about the F chord, but really, just do it. You're going to love it someday. Maybe you won't love it. I don't know. Mixed feelings about the F chord. Tell me in the comments how you feel about the F chord. So F chord, and then the last chord that we need is just a little passing chord, and this is like the bass line does this boom, 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 and we're going to try to do that with the guitar, going from our stretchy C to this C over B chord. So what I do for that chord is I'm just going to go from stretchy C here, I lift my middle finger up to the A string, and I lift my ring finger off. That's it. It's kind of pretty and kind of like you would never really like start a song with this, and you wouldn't really like, here's my song on the C over B chord. It's a passing chord, so you're only on it for a second, and it's gonna go from C, C over B, and then to A minor, and then to G. So it's gonna sound like this. And what the bass is doing is chorus, going from I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? F, G, C, C over B, A minor, G, F. Sunny day. We'll talk more about that in a minute once we go over the strumming patterns. Well, why don't we talk about strumming patterns next? So pattern, easy pattern. Option 1 is pattern number 3, where you're gonna do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And the song kind of just drives forward. It's a cool folk rock song. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know. So that's gonna sound great. Just down, up, down, up, down, up. And you can do a lot within that. It's not just robotic down, up. I'm gonna add some dynamics, as I always talk about. Adding one strum being a little stronger than the other strum, or some strums are only a couple strings. There's a big difference if I strum all 4 strings and then I strum some strings. Or maybe I strum a little harder on one beat. Someone told me long ago. There's also a difference of strumming like a chop strum or maybe fanning it out. Do you hear the difference between all those things? So when you're playing by yourself on the guitar, you want to add little tiny things like this that are just going to make your guitar playing that much more interesting. And then there's option 2 for the strumming, where we can add dun, 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 the chucks. We love chucks. Who doesn't love a good chuck? I strum really fast with my right hand. And I'm using my pick and I'm strumming all the strings, but I'm not really letting any sound out. I'm quickly chopping off the sound with my right hand onto the strings. And I'm even chopping it kind of hard, kind of aggressively, so you can hear the sound of the strings hitting the frets. Do you hear how fast and hard I'm strumming that? So when we work that into our strumming pattern, we're gonna do down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck. Let's try, just for practice, we'll do down, strum, chuck, down, strum, chuck. It's actually kind of hard to do it so slow. You have to do it a little bit faster. But the idea is it's fast, it's hard, and you don't want to hear any buzzing like that. You don't want to hear any of the chord really coming through. Now with the left hand, if I let off the pressure of this chord and I just touch all the strings, I'm already making them all dead. So that helps with my chuck. So my right hand is basically bouncing on and off. When I strum, I press. When I chuck, I let my strings off. So the combination between the chopping of the right hand and the letting off the pressure on the left hand is gonna give me this cool sound. So down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck. You don't necessarily have to strum all 6 strings for your chuck. You can strum maybe the low 4 strings or so and just mute those. So now you're only worrying about the low couple strings. There's a few less strings to think about. You could also do the same idea with the high strings. So let's practice just down strum chuck, down chuck, down chuck, down chuck, down chuck. Now let's add in the up strum. Down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck. Let's go a little bit faster. Up, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty cool, but as always, there's options. You don't have to do the chucks. The chucks are cool. I'm probably, when we play it together at the end of this video, I'm gonna do the chucks in verse 2, and I'll just stick to pattern number 3, which is just down and up strums in verse number 1. And that gives a little more variety to my playing. Okay, let's talk about the strumming in the chorus. So in the chorus, I'm actually going to use the old trusty strumming pattern 6, down, down, up, down for the F chord, and I'll also use that pattern for the G chord. Then when I get to the C, C over B, A minor, G, all I have time for is the down, down, up, switch chords, down, down, up, switch chords. So on C, down, down, up, C over B, down, down, up, A minor, down, down, up, and then G, down, down, up. Let's try the chorus with strumming pattern 6 and with the down, down, up, the first half of pattern 6. Ready? Starting on F. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, G, down, up, down, C, C over B, A minor, G, back to F, down, down, up, down, G, down, up, down, C, C over B, A minor, G, F. On a sunny day. You can also work in the chucks into strumming pattern 6. So what I'm doing there is down, chuck, up, chuck, down, chuck, up, chuck. So strumming pattern 6, down, chuck, up, chuck, down, chuck, up, chuck. So I'm replacing beat number 2 and beat number 4 with the chuck. And what the chuck is basically is you're trying to be the snare drum. Add this little chick, which is what the snare sounds like. So you're kind of adding this percussive, cool thing to keep the beat and not just the rhythm of the guitar. Now you can also add the chucks for the walk down, the C, C over B thing. It's still gonna be on the second strum, down, chuck, up. Let's try just the walk down, starting on C, down, chuck, up, C over B, down, chuck, up, A minor, down, chuck, up, and then G. Let's put that all together, starting on C. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, chuck, up, down, chuck, up, down, chuck, up, down. Okay, the whole chorus one last time. Strumming pattern 6 with the chucks, the walk down with the chucks. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last thing I want to say about strumming is in the very beginning of the song, in the intro, right before the A minor chord and the C chord, I put a little symbol on the chart. It's like a little upwards pointing arrow thing. I'm not sure. I'm sure that symbol has a name, but anyway, I put that before the A minor and the C chord because that's where they do this quick little down up strum. It's just 2 added strums, and it sounds like this. So when we start the song, we're gonna do down, up. That's all we're adding. And then we're going straight into our strumming pattern 3. And the counting is gonna be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a. So we're adding some 16th notes, if anybody knows what that's all about. Otherwise, we're just doing 8th notes, 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're adding some faster notes. We have to squeeze in 2 strums where we normally only have 1 strum. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now the tricky part is when we get to the C chord. We have to actually do 2 down strums in a row, and we don't normally do that. So I've put it up here on the screen what it's gonna look like. Starting on A minor, I'm gonna start playing on and, the and of 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and F and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. Should we try that one more time? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and F 2 3 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. Cool. Let's go a little bit faster one more time. 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Okay, that leads us right into the riffs, which is one of the coolest parts about this song. I think actually the bass and maybe the piano does the riff, but I think the guitar does it in some spots too. But I'm teaching you guys how to do everything on your acoustic guitar. So you're trying to be the bass and the piano and the drums and all the stuff. That's why we add in all the chucks and everything. If you have more than one person playing with you, you might just play the chords and not worry about the riff, or you could say, I'm the riff person, you're the chord person, and you are just ready to go for the riffs. But for now, we're gonna try to do both. So in the intro, we've got A minor, F, C, and then instead of the G chord, we're gonna go into riff number 1. So you're coming from a C chord like this, and you're gonna try to keep your hand kind of in that shape. I always want you guys to try not to put all your fingers out like this when you're doing individual notes or changing chords. You want to try to keep the movements as minimal as possible. Take the shortest route to get each finger to its new position. So you're on a C chord, and then the first note we need is the 2nd fret of the G string. And I want you to land on a C chord when you're done. So my last note is the 3rd fret of the A string, which is part of my stretchy C chord. So I started in a C. My fingers, how nicely and smoothly they go. I'm on a C chord. I move this finger down 1 string. Beautiful. That's riff number 1. You're gonna do that riff only at the very beginning of the song and the very end of the song. It's the 2 outside pieces of bread of this sandwich. The inside of the sandwich is riff number 2. You do riff number 2 between the choruses, you do it before verse 2, you do it in the middle of verse 2. I've got it written on the chart. Riff 2 is very similar rhythm. And you can hear that they're kind of punchy, kind of staccato. So I want you to try to make a staccato like that. Boop, 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 boom. And again, I'm landing on a C chord. For this one, I'm starting in a C chord, landing on a C chord as well. And the first note is the 1st fret of the B string, which is part of my stretchy C chord. And I land on my C chord, and I'm ready to go right into the next strumming part. So nice and slow. Let's hear what that intro sounds like with the cool little jig-a-jig thing and the riffs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty cool. Should we try that again? Let's go even a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I think we have all the parts to put this song together and give it a try. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna start with strumming pattern 3 in verse 1. When I get to verse 2, I'm gonna add some chucks. I'm also gonna sprinkle in that quick little... Since it's just me on the guitar, I'm trying to add all kinds of different interesting things to keep my listeners engaged and excited. So you'll hear me sprinkling that in. You'll hear me crescendoing into the chorus and all the fun stuff that we talk about of just how to keep your guitar playing cool and fun and interesting. How about we do the intro kind of slow so you can try to do the riffs, and then we'll pick it up a little bit, speed up the tempo as we go through. Sounds like a plan? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget you can subscribe. It really helps me and the channel. You can also share it with any of your other guitar friends. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a blast. Have a great rest of your day. Keep strumming. Keep smiling.